After months of running after water tankers and braving the scorching sun, Delhi saw a heavy downpour. But if you thought the headline would be respite, you couldn't be more wrong. In fact, what the rains brought was misery and mayhem. At Terminal 1 of the Delhi airport, a metal shed collapsed, killing 45-year-old Ramesh Kumar and injuring 7 others. An outraged opposition has put the blame at centre's door, alleging PM's obsession to cut ribbons to make headlines has led to this tragedy.
जैसे मोदी साम्राज्य की हालत है वैसे ही टर्मिनल 1 गिरा है। 10 साल से रख रखाव उनका था, उन्होंने देखा था और उसके बाद भी ये हालत थी कि एक बारिश नहीं झेल पाई। मोदी सरकार का भी यही हाल होगा, पूरी तरह वही जिम्मेदार है।
हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के साथ कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर रहे हैं। ये जो आदत पड़ गई है कि इलेक्शन से पहले हमें सारे रिबन काटने हैं या जल्दबाजी में काम होता है, पब्लिक सेफ्टी को दरकिनार कर कर, ये उसका एक उदाहरण है
कि G20 प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा मंडपम बनाया, अब मंडपम बनाने के बावजूद भी पानी रुका हुआ है। तो इससे अंदाजा हो सकता है कि ये जो जितने ऑप्टिक्स के लिए काम किए जाते हैं ना, इसका नतीजा ही निकलता है। आपको बुनियादी काम करने की जरूरत है।
The government is silent. They are not talking about it. But something happened to something in the other states, they will shout, they will yell. Rampant corruption is happening in all the construction activities of the government of India.
That's the charge. Here's what the government said.
The investigation is on. We have ordered the investigation. We are going to bring in the experts in the industry, technical industry, and we are going to do a thorough investigation, and whoever is responsible for it, and this government is committed to take action on them. So that much is very, very clear. But in incidents like these, if they pick up these kind of incidents and try to politicize these and use it for their political game and all, I don't think it's a very good precedent to build up.
सवाल इतना ही है कि ये बिल्डिंग 15 साल पहले बनी और लार्सन एंड टूब्रो जैसी एक मशहूर कंपनी जो विश्व में कई एयरपोर्ट और कई बड़ी सरकारी और तो इसमें अगर कोई कमी है या कोई किसी की गलती है तो उसकी पूरी जांच होनी चाहिए, उसके ऊपर कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। लेकिन अब इसमें पॉलिटिक्स करने का, राजनीति करने का क्या मतलब है?
Shahzad Poonawalla, I want to begin by asking you, the man who died, Rajesh Kumar, will you go and tell him that go to the government that was there in 2009? They must answer?
Absolutely not. Let me at the outset say that there is no denying the fact that a portion of the Terminal 1 canopy or roof, it fell. There was heavy rains. There's no doubt about that. There was lightning, some eyewitness accounts have said. Whatever it may be the case, it has fallen and it has claimed one life. And let me put it on record that all those who are guilty, whether it's constructed in 2009 and that is the fact, whether the fact is that this was not the new terminal building that was inaugurated by Modi ji, it was done by Sonia Gandhi, Manmohan Singh, it was maintained by GMR, that doesn't matter. What matters is that if there is any misgiving, whether it's done in 2009, whether it's GMR which has to be answerable, it has to be answerable. It fell twice in 2009, it fell in 2013. All of these instances need to be seen, and we must also see that why GMR or the private sector, whichever company it is, I don't want to take any one company's name, if they are not adhering to the maintenance contracts, because when airports are given, and they were given on certain terms and conditions by the then government, what those terms and conditions were and why they were not being adhered to. No person should be allowed to escape, and it should be done. But the misinformation that this was from the new terminal building, is that true? Pawan Kheda, Srinivas, Priyanka Vadra have said that. Is that true? You blame us for whatever you want, but is it true that it was in the new terminal building? Let me show you a diagram. This is the
okay.
one second.
Okay. You've answered the question.
This is the new building. 1 second. Let's be clear. You hate Modi. You want to finish him off politically. Do it. Do it in a legitimate way. This is the new building inaugurated by him. This is the old building. The old building has been commissioned in 2009. The roof falls, kills somebody, and they say it's the new building's
Lokesh, quick response. Dr.
And this is Priyanka Vadra who spread lies on Ayushi Patel in NTA matter
Lokesh,
also.
Answer that question.
Why misinformation?
Pranesh, during the last 10 years, we have seen civil aviation sector has been in a pathetic condition. Right from the airports, the manner in which airlines are going away, the economy is faltering, but the government is absolutely giving a blind eye to it. It is absolutely unaware. Now we have only one airline, Indigo, and on that very night itself, when I was on board, I was about to take off on an Indigo flight.
Is this a fact?
Now for 6 hours, the
we have
flight
Vistara, we have Indigo, we have Spice. Why
but
why are we getting away with more lies?
Let him make his allowed to board at night 3 o'clock. They were finally given up. They were allowed to board. So the point is the civil aviation sector is in shambles. The airports are devoid of any form of maintenance, and the infrastructure is clumsy, and it poses a significant threat to the lives of the people, and the government needs to act. Now, over here, it's not like whether you come up with certain form of an excuse that the structure was old, whatever, the maintenance was not done by this. From last 10 years, you were in power, the civil aviation
That's the question to ask, which is why I began by asking that question of the BJP spokesperson. Dr. Ranganathan.
Let me just reiterate 10-second fact. Is Indigo the only airline in this country? On national TV, on the... 1 second, now sir, I do not interrupt you. This is perhaps one of the... 1 second, sir, I do not interrupt you, I won't yield. This is most watched show of the country, one of the most. He has got away by saying Indigo is the only airlines in this country. This is what Priyanka Vadra said about the structure. This is how they lie about NEET and NTA when they put forward the Aishi Patel case. This is how they lie on everything. Akhilesh Yadav said that 500 mg paracetamol used to work now 650 mg.
Let's talk about what happened today.
Let's talk about the lies.
1 minute. Shahzad, 1 minute. You'll have to take these questions. Dr. Ranganathan, the seat of power, Delhi, is crumbling. It's an, urban mess. Spell of rain, roads are drowning. Look what happened there, 1 person killed.
But that's
Pranesh, let me just deal with only facts because the political parties would predictably pass the parcel. Here are the facts. Number one, but before I do that, my absolutely sincere condolences on this terrible tragedy and condolences to the family of the bereaved. The image of Rakesh Ji, the deceased, lifeless body on the behind the wheel is emblematic and will haunt us for years to come. It's emblematic of our infrastructure and the way we deal with it. Number two, there is no two bones about it. The current dispensation has to take the responsibility. Yes, this part of the roof was of the airport T1 was constructed during the Congress regime. But to use that as an excuse is untenable, because let us say if the roof of the Rashtrapati Bhavan collapses or leaks, are we going to blame Edwin Lutyens for it? I have just taken a flight in the evening. The plane was purchased in 2012. God forbid if something happened to it. Would I blame the UPA? No. So yes, Shehzad is absolutely right that it was constructed during the UPA, but the maintenance and all those things had to be taken care of by government and regimes subsequent to that. Number three, people are not talking about this, perhaps because this is not the right time, but I am dealing with only facts. The average June rainfall is whatever millimeters. Today, had 3 times the average June rainfall. This has not happened in 88 years. So yes, while the roof should have stood, while all investigations must happen, all heads must roll, it is also a fact that this was an unprecedented situation that has not happened in 88 years. Number 4, these things keep on happening. We live in a city which has crumbling infrastructure. There is no doubt about it. Every city has, cutting across party lines, cutting across governments. Why is it that happening all the time? I'll tell you. Because there is no price to pay. That's the reason. Heads don't roll. In every colony you go, you look at the water logging that you've seen today. You look at the state of the national highways. Compare it with the state of the urban infrastructure city roads.
Right.
It's chalk and cheese. So everyone praises Nitin Gadkari, and rightly so. But what is happening to our cities? Nobody talks about that.
Piyush Joshi, I'm coming to you, but Ghanshyam Tiwari, quickly make your point.
Well, 2 points. One is this hurry of the Prime Minister to inaugurate everything. And then the BJP's defense that...
Mr. Tiwari, that's not true.
Please allow me to complete. If you are nervous, I can keep quiet.
I am not nervous, sir.
Then allow me to complete, please. Delhi airport roof collapse, Jabalpur airport roof collapse, abysmal condition of Ayodhya's new roads, Ram Mandir leakage, crack in Mumbai Trans Harbour, bridges collapsing in Bihar, Pragati Maidan Tunnel, Morbi Bridge collapse. The list goes on and on and on, and in many of these cases you will see the Prime Minister inaugurating. To Shehzad's point, it was not Dr. Manmohan Singh or Sonia Gandhi who inaugurated the 2009 Delhi terminal. It was the late Sheila Dikshit, Chief Minister of Delhi,
you for saying
and Praful Patel, who's current constituent of NDA. This was the state of affairs, because we did not have a Prime Minister who has this infectious mode of always putting his pictures everywhere. We had a Prime Minister who focused on substance rather than pictures. And that is a fair criticism. When you have a Prime Minister who wants to take away everybody's credit from train stations to
answer that question, Shehzad, quickly answer that question. We don't have much time on the show.
Calamities will happen, and the government
right, a quick response.
That somebody else is responsible. No, you are responsible. Whether it's the leak of the airport, whether it is the leak of the exam.
First of all, I am glad. Now he's not stopping.
No. Faders down 1% at a time. Yes.
First of all, the man starts by saying that the Prime Minister inaugurated this building, but then comes to conceding that it was Sheila Dikshit who inaugurated the building. So thank you, and please communicate this to Priyanka Vadra, and she should perhaps stop lying. And by the way, I'm just asking Anand, the Rashtrapati Bhavan is maintained by Government of India, CPWD. This has been given operation, maintenance, everything to a private company during 15 years back. I am saying that a private company, when it is given something, should the government still be looking into how they manage it? Are you for that principle?
Yes,
because if that is the case, then we might as well not give anything to private sector. Government should run everything, which is against your own stated principle.
It's not that. It's Shehzad, it's not that. It's about the government being in control of what's happening and in taking accountability.
I think that there are, okay, so for tomorrow, God forbid, the Karnataka airport, which is handled by a private sector player, if the airport has a problem, is the Karnataka government responsible? Because TV channel anchors like Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai say that the private sector was responsible when it happened in 2009. And today they are saying the government is responsible. How come this doublespeak works?
Karan?
Yeah. So actually, when we talk about responsibility, it's a joint collaboration. It's the executive engineer at the CPWD who is responsible and the contractor who is responsible. So, we can't fix responsibility that only one is responsible. It goes hand in hand, and the final buck stops with the government. So that is a fact on that.
No, I'm glad you said that the buck stops with the government.
Infrastructure audit is something. It does. I'll be honest about that. But Pranesh, I want to bring your attention to a larger point where we talk about solutions. Infrastructure audit is the glaring need of the hour. In this world where, in this mad clamor of identity politics and this khatakhat politics, where people have villainized infrastructure spending and have
there's nothing to do with khatakhat.
Freebies and doles.
Nothing is stopping the government agencies. Whether in the state or at center.
Give me 36 seconds.
No, I understand the sentiment. I'm only saying nothing is stopping the government in taking steps to prevent lives of the people. Having said that, I'm completely out of time. Gentlemen, I'm completely out of time. Just think about it. What will the family members of this man be feeling when there are people who are saying that it was built in 2009? Just think about it, viewers. News are coming up with Navita Kumar on the other side.